Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, Prime Minister Raila Amolo Odinga, all the cabinet secretaries here present, and all the governors here present, and all the members of parliament. Before I say a word in about 1 or 2 minutes, we have leaders here who have come to the closure of this festival, cultural festival. And with us we have Ker Odungi Randa. Ker, can you just wave to the people? I have the Senator for Siaya, Honorable Dr. Oburu Ogenga. Nyathikich. Oangi Senator Mavihiga Godfrey Ososi, who is the Deputy Party Leader of ODM. We have Nyikal, Dr. Nyikal, who is the Chairman of DUO. We have Nyikal. We got Ben Suda, the County MP for Homa Bay. We have the Member of Parliament for Game, Elisha Odhiambo Akubwa. We got the Member of Parliament for Bondo, Mr. Chanda. And I have present the Deputy Governor of Kisumu, Dr. Willie, who has been chair of this festival, the steering committee. And then we have the governors here present. I begin with the governor for Migori, Dr. Ochilo Ayako. The governor of Homa Bay, Nyasuna, the governor of Kisumu, Anyang' Nyong'o. We have cabinet secretaries, beginning with the intellectual Opiyo Wandayi, we have Honorable Miano, who is in charge of tourism and wildlife, and I think we have many other dignitaries, including the Secretary General of UDA, Hassan Omar, and the governor of Uasin Gishu, Kotimoja. Your Excellencies, we are going to spend a very short time here, but I wish to say that this 4th edition of the Piny Festival comes to a close today, and we want to express our gratitude to His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, seeing it fit to come and join us in this very wonderful festival for the last 3 days. And on top of it, he has made it possible for the President of Uganda, His Excellency Kaguta Yoweri Museveni, to be here with us. Your Excellency, Raila Amolo Odinga has worked with us in preparing this festival to success. And Your Excellency, I wish to mention that the national government has been a partner in organization of this festival. And I want to thank Mrs. Miano. You really have helped in every way. This is not is not our festival, it's also your festival. Thank you very much. And there's a young lady there who is a principal secretary, Uma. Sante Sana. She was here dancing with us and doing everything to make this a success. So what I'm saying, Your Excellency, is that you should continue supporting the Piny law from this one to the next one, which will be in Migori. Which will be in Migori Stadium. So for now, allow me to invite Professor Adams Olo just to recap what has been the highlights of this festival. And then I'll come back to call the next speaker.
Your Excellency, the President of Kenya, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, Your Excellency, the President of Uganda, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Prime Minister, all protocols observed. Your Excellencies, this was the 4th edition of Piny law, and it was like no other, because it was the first time since 1953 when Jaramogi Oginga Odinga led Luos in the then East Africa, Luos from Kenya, Luos from Uganda, Luos from Tanzania, to unite. Many years later, more than 6 decades, this year, the Right Honorable Prime Minister decided to extend what Jaramogi had started. And this year, we were not confined to the 3 countries, former 3 countries of East Africa. Because in this Piny law, Your Excellencies, we had the Shilluk and the Chol from South Sudan. We had the Anywa and Shilluk from Ethiopia. We had the Luo of North Mara, Tanzania here. And we had the biggest delegation, Your Excellencies, from Uganda, where we had the Padola, complete with your own defense minister, right here, Your Excellencies. We had the Achol, from whom we got keynote speakers. We had the Alur. We had the Lango. We had the Kumam. We had Luos from DRC Congo that has the highest population. And we had Luos from as far away as Chad and Central African Republic. Our theme was the spirit of the Luo nation. Luo unity in diversity and Luos in the diaspora. During those 2 days, Your Excellencies, we went back to what our forefathers knew how to do best. We played a jua. We did a man, which is wrestling. We went to boat racing at Wichloom along Lake Victoria. We played football. We ate Luo traditional cuisine from Aluru to Ayuer to all kinds of vegetables. And this year, the Honorable Prime Minister told us that since we are inviting all Luos, we have to come to our great ancestor, Ramogi Ajuang, and Your Excellencies have been to his homestead up the hill, because it was the spirit of the Luo nation. And that theme was basically saying that we are one people, even as we belong to different nations. So we are Luos, but we are also Kenyans. We are Luos, but we are also Ugandans. We are Luos, but we are also Tanzanians. We are Luos, but we are also South Sudanese. We are Luos, and we are also Congolese. So let nobody say that we were excluding. We are just a multinational group. And we were celebrating that we are Luos, as Luos would say, one, one, one. But we were also admitting that because of the colonial boundaries that put us in different countries, and that is now stable, we also belong to different nations. And that diversity and unity was for us to say, we know where we came from, we know where we are, and we are Africans. Lastly, Your Excellencies, we looked at ourselves through our keynote speakers, and we said, what is the identity of a Luo? What is it that if you look at, you'll say, I'm a Luo? And we ended up with one word in Luo, Kitwa. Our character. That what it is that you, when you see, you can say, Jaluo. Quest for truth, quest for social justice, cosmopolitanism. We are not parochial. We don't exclude. We embrace. We welcome. We fight for the good, whether within us or within the nation. And nobody can deny that whenever Luos are, they fight for the national good. And therefore we say that as Luos, if we are to lose that character and adopt a shauri yako attitude, then we will have lost our moral code as a people. Because wherever we have gone, from Bahr el Ghazal to the Great Lake that the colonialists made us call Lake Victoria, but we know as Namlolwe, because that's what our ancestors divined. That as we migrated from Bahr el Ghazal, when we finally reach the big lake that has no end, that's where we shall settle. And those Luo communities I've mentioned, all are settled along the lake. And therefore we remorse and said in one running call, and Jokanyana Nuahu Kodauru, joy! 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 And we concluded that this time we shall follow, Your Excellencies, what you started in supporting Raila Odinga for the Pan-African cause. And we said, we are following you. We are supporting him, not because he's a Luo, but because he's somebody who has proven that he can surmount challenges. We are following, not because he's an East African, but because he has demonstrated that daunting tasks need those who have a proven record. We are following, as was suggested, that we shall have a Pan-African Convention of Luos in 2026, that he is a Pan-Africanist. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm so sorry, there were some MPs here whom I didn't recognize. I ask all the members of parliament who are present, please just stand up and be appreciated. There are quite a number. That is, yeah. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I would have called all the delegations which are present one by one, but we don't have the time. And Professor Adams-Olo has enumerated where these delegates come from. But in conclusion, President Ruto and President Yoweri Museveni, I want to say this here because I know President Yoweri Museveni proposes the principle of the Federation of the Willing. And I think in pursuit of that principle, if Kenya and Uganda, we can have open borders, it would be a good start. It would be a very good start. I can tell you a lot of people that I know in business, in public service in Kenya, used to work in Uganda. Even in Bondo, you'll find a lot of businessmen who made their money in Uganda or worked in Uganda. And I think the reverse can also be said. So if it is really the Federation of the Willing, probably one of the things that can come out of this Piny Luo festival, since our communities stay on both sides of the border, you can pronounce today that beginning from now, any Kenyan can walk across to Uganda, and any Ugandan can walk across to Kenya. And that would be the beginning of the journey of the East African Federation. And you want to see it in our lifetime. We want really to see it in our lifetime. With those many remarks, let me now call upon the Cabinet Secretary in charge of tourism and wildlife to say a few words, and then invite the Prime Minister, who will then proceed from there. Our color was blue during this conference. It's only Mrs. Miano who is compliant. So you just recognize the two, they will speak, and straight to.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Uganda, all protocols observed, we are here today to witness the fusion between culture, sports, and tourism. And this is the way to go. We have seen significant progress. In 2024, we had various cultural festivals that have become not only regional, but international.